Hello, flak attackers. I'm here to show a flak build that I've been working on for the last few days. A lot of people have said since the nerf that the ion cannon is now useless, flak can't have an ion build, blah 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 blah. They say it pretty much about every character, but so far I've shown a Moze build, a Zane build, and now I'm going to do a flak build. I don't really give a shit about Amara, but I'm actually kind of interested in doing a Nimbus build, so I might actually do that. But onto this one. This is going to be a terror-based build, and so if you do not have this kind of a shield, you won't be able to do it as well. And we have the apply terror on our nade here. Now you can still do a ion cannon build without terror, but what you're going to need is a cut purse launch pad for the best results, and slightly less fluid of gameplay would be cut purse rocket boots, cut purse rocket boots. So the launch pad, when you do a slam, you're going to get basically a full backpack of rockets, and then the cut purse rocket boots, when you slide, it's going to shoot out a couple rockets that will give you some ammo back. It's not going to fill you in one slide, but it actually does a pretty good job of keeping up. Might even be better to play it that way than having to do the slams, because you can slide anywhere. Have a slam, you have to use terrain and find places to slam to do it. So maybe cut purse rocket boots would be best, but I'm going to do terror. And I like to use a recharger for most of my characters actually, but you can use stopgap, transformer, whatever you want. I do like this recharger because it's got the 5% health per second, and you are going to need this ammo regeneration on your shield because it does not legitimately come on a grenade. If you have one that does ammo regen on a grenade, that is a modded item. The next thing that's important, the base mag size that you're going to want for a comfortable playstyle is 16. Now we're pairing that with 40% increase here. Anything less than that is not that great to play with. Now I was for a while using this 10 mag one, and I combined that with the 40 and a 24%, this one here, and it worked, but it was just a little bit less fluid. This ion cannon does a lot more damage though. I was doing like 4 to 6 million on every single enemy with that one. This one does significantly less damage, but it does have the mag size, so it keeps the gameplay a lot more fluid, and it still does enough damage that we get by. So, and the reason why we do focus on this is I like to use the Scorcher. You notice I'm doing 9 out of 5 Barbaric Yop here, so I like to use the Scorcher for that health regen, 4.6 max health a second, and so we take advantage of the elemental damage it gives us and use elemental ion cannons instead of using this here, which would be good too. But you could use if you want, you could go and use a skag and use one of these normal damage ones. That would work too, but I prefer to go the Scorcher route. So, and that's the thing. I am using a friend bot. It's my preferred class mod for this kind of a build, especially in like the slaughter shaft. My pet's always going to be up, so I'm always going to be getting that health regen and stuff, and the damage boost. And you definitely want to have a splash damage on your comm, AoE or heavy, and you're going to want splash or AoE on your artifact, mag size on your artifact. Those are basic things that you really want to have for this build. Plus 4 to Barbaric Yop, it's really nice. And this +1 there is actually really nice too because I don't have any green trees, so that's going to give my pet some regeneration, all my BFFs. It's really nice to have that on the comm so I don't have to spec into it at all. And so for the ion cannons, I have this one and this one. These are what I use in the takedown, and I did do a takedown clear before I make this video. I wouldn't be sharing the build if I couldn't do a takedown with it, so or get into the skills. I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes, so I'm going to try to go through the skills real fast. It's not revolutionary. We have an interplanetary stalker and hunter's eye. These give us damage that are boosted by big game. Most dangerous game. Whenever we kill badasses, we get some more damage out of it. Basically, that's all it is. Everything is boosted by by big game. We take leave no trace just to have more fluidity in our shots. It's not going to proc all the time, but it will give us extra shots now and then. Ambush Predator, that's just, we had 2 points that we needed to spend to get down to Galactic Shadow, and I felt like 2 points here is better off than in either of these. We don't need this, we don't need headcount at all, and 2 in 2 Fang I didn't feel like was going to be worth the investment, so. And Cryo I use while I'm doing the takedown, that's why that is selected. For the armored targets, it's just a little bit better to use a Cryo, but normally I do this setup with the Falconer's Feast and Accelerate. Actually, not Accelerate, I don't know why I put that there. I like to use Fl4k and Load. You don't need any kind of cooldown boost for this. We skip the green tree. We do want to have all my BFFs. It's definitely beneficial to have that one from the comm. So Persistence Hunter for damage, Ferocity just to move further in the tree. I find it to be better than Go for Eyes. You can use whatever you want. We got 4 in Who Rescued Who. That would be a 5, but we take 1 point and put it in He Bites instead in order to get free Frenzy procs. That's going to keep us at 10 out of 10 Frenzy all the time. Most people know by now that He Bites does proc Frenzy, so it's really nice to have. Hive Mind, I really like this skill. It's a 15% damage reduction. It's just a flat reduction. You get hit, 15% of that is not going to hit you. As simple as that. Barbaric Yop, really nice. Boosts our pet bonuses, so we're getting really nice health regen off of it. And seeing as we don't have much else health regen besides Who Rescued You, that's going to be really nice to have. And then I like to take Pack Tactics. I like the extra damage and the extra health it gives me. You can take Pack Tactics and you can take Hive Mind and you can go spend those wherever you want. If you don't want to put it there, you can put them in Self-Repairing System, or you can come over here and get Grim Harvest, or you can get 2 Fang, whatever you prefer. This is, I actually tried a lot of different setups. I tried Megavore, I tried Grim Harvest, I tried it with 2 Fang, I tried Green Shui, I tried tons of different setups with this build. And these exact plants are what worked the best for me. So this is how I prefer to run it. We have a few minutes left, so I'm gonna do a little bit of gameplay here to show you how to use the build. Let me in, asshole. I need to keep this under 10 minutes, that way I don't have to clip anything together. I can just upload this. So we got 3 minutes to probably just do round 1. We want to get our terror procced. I should have done that sooner so that I would have ammo right away, but alright, you got a shot. You want to kill an easy target to start. You can see that we got our ammo back on that one. We got the crit. You definitely want to go for the critical kills, or the critical hits. The build is based on basically overkill. And then the other thing that's really going to benefit you is hollow point. You'll see anything that you see as white damage, or besides the cryo, but you'll see like several millions of something next to what I hit, and that'll be hollow point. I'm gonna do a clip in the video, or in the topic. God, busy talking and not paying enough attention to what I'm doing here, but not throwing my racks or anything. So I'm gonna run out of ammo. Anyways, going to post a clip in my build topic that shows how to one-hit Fabricator without actually shooting him by taking advantage of hollow point and overkill together. I've found out that hollow point gets boosted by basically every kind of boost, your AoE on your comm and all that shit. So you can get some huge. I got like 30 million hits with hollow point. I totally shot him right in the shield. Again, talking and not paying attention. So you want to throw your rack at least every 10 seconds. You don't want to be like what I'm doing here and not be throwing the racks out. So again, you definitely want to go for the critical hits and try not to miss shots. It is a build that does need to be played somewhat well in order to be really successful. If you're not getting the crits and you're not hitting all your shots, then you're going to lose your overkill, so you're not going to get the one hit every time. But if you do keep up a consistent critical hit cadence and keep your racks coming, you are going to be one-hitting lots of stuff, like pretty much everything. We have a pretty decent survivability with our health regen as long as we don't sit there and base tank too much stuff at once. Now I'm just going to run this until the clip stops, because then NVIDIA does 10 minutes at a time, so once that stops I'm just going to get cut off here. So see how far we get. It's not going to be too much longer. Oh, I totally missed that shot. Didn't get the crit on him, so we didn't quite get a very big hit. Also, again, like I mentioned, this one has a really low damage roll, and it has a pretty bad annoyant compare. If it had that annoyant on it, it would be doing tons more damage. Or if it had a splash damage annoyant, you can get a lot more damage out of this. But again, the most important part is the mag size. That way you can keep up a consistent amount of shots. You're already one-hitting pretty much everything anyways, so it's definitely better to have more shots. Once I start paying a little of attention to my gameplay, you know, it goes really well. And this is a takedown capable build. My first try, I got a kill on Wotan in under 3 minutes with it. It definitely was pretty easy to get through the raid with. And the kill was not that hard either. So I'm just going to call it there, because I'm pretty sure this is about to end here. So have